I like yours too. Can I have some?
It's not cool to ask that.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Online dating isn't always rewarding, but Hotels.com is. Instant savings now, free nights later. Hotels.com.
This year, Cleveland Clinic is a sponsor of the broadcast, and we appreciate all of their contributions as well. Ed Doherty will join me for a moment here before tip, Ed, to talk about the seeding structure. If Cleveland State wins today, they guarantee themselves the 8th seed. If they lose and Milwaukee loses tomorrow, that means that Cleveland State will be the 9th seed. If they lose and Milwaukee wins, they would then be the 10th seed in the Horizon League tournament.
Right, so the 8-9 will play each other. The 7-10 will play each other. The winner of the 7-10 gets the number 2 seed, correct?
Yep, that's correct.
And the winner of the 8-9 matchup goes to the top line, which will either be Valparaiso or Oakland.
Right, and if Valparaiso loses and Oakland wins this weekend, Oakland would be the number 1 seed. So that's still up for grabs, and we'll see how it all
And
goes
Oakland
down.
had a game last night,
Yep.
in which they took on, I believe it was Green Bay they were playing at home.
Correct, and we'll see how things go this weekend. 1 and 2 are either Valpo or Oakland. 3, 4, and 5 will be among Green Bay, Wright State, Northern Kentucky. Illinois, Chicago is locked in the 6th seed. Detroit is locked in the 7th seed. So there you go.
Still some shuffling as all 10 teams will compete out in the next 2 days.
We'll talk more about it on the post-game show, because after today's game is final, we'll have an even clearer picture of Motor City Madness. All right, so Cleveland State, the home team. The white tank tops and shorts trimmed in green and gray. Youngstown State, the traveling team, red tank tops and shorts trimmed in black and white. Cleveland State will be going left to right. Youngstown State right to left. Ray Perrone, Gerald Williams, and Todd Williams are the officials for today's game. It's DeMonte Flanagan versus Braun Hartfield for the jump, and as the ball went in the air, they're going to redo it again. 1 second ticked off the clock. They'll put it back at 20. And we are set for tip-off in the final home game of the regular season. Final game of the regular season for both of these squads, as Youngstown State wins the tap. Into the front court with the basketball, it's Cameron Morris on the right sideline. Out top to Jorden Kaufman, the 7-footer. Guarded by Flanagan, and the Vikings man-to-man. Sets it sideline right to Donlin. Guarded by Thomas. Out top, Cameron Morris, the HL's leading scorer. He sends it with the bounce over to Santiago, left wing, 10 to shoot. Crossover, step to the left, three-pointer in the air is long. Flanagan, the Viking board, out to Thomas. Cleveland State comes left to right. Thomas in the front court to Edwards. Top of the key on the dribble. Edwards with the pick from Flanagan as YSU begins in a man-to-man, but as we talked about in the pregame, we will no doubt see them in zone at some point today. Now Edwards on the left wing. Sends it to Flanagan, left sideline for 3. Left it short, and the rebound Santiago for YSU. He comes right to left in a scoreless game. Comes around a pick down the lane, kick out sideline left to a wide open Hartfield, and he hits the 20-footer from just inside the 3-point arc. And Braun Hartfield has today's first points. 2-0 Penguins. 1:05 in. Cash Thomas between the circles for Cleveland State the other way. Thomas will send it right wing to Word, out about 26 feet. Top side to Derek Sloan. Left wing now to Edwards against the man-to-man. Hartfield is marker, so he'll send it out top to Derek Sloan. Guarded loosely by Matt Donlin. Sideline right to Word. Into Flanagan. Tried to hit a cutter Sloan. It's knocked away by Santiago. Coming the other way to Hartfield to the basket. Missed the layup. So he got to the rack, but simply missed it. Edwards has the ball for Cleveland State. 1.5 in. Vikings down 2-0. Over to Flanagan. Drives in the lane. Underhanded pass. Baseline left to Sloan. Jumper from 7 is good. Derek Sloan has Cleveland State's first field goal. We're tied at 2 here at the Wolstein Center this afternoon. 18:15 to go, first half. Santiago against Thomas, a whistle off the ball. And Todd Williams is calling somebody for Cleveland State for a hold. He's got Bobby Word. First foul against Cleveland State today. First foul of the game against either side. 18:13 left before the halftime break. 2-2 game, Cleveland State and Youngstown State here today as the inbounds comes to Morris, to Kaufman in the lane, stripped by Sloan. Out to Edwards, 2-on-1 with Sloan. Edwards flying to the rack. Donlin bumped him. Edwards put it up. No. And it would not have counted anyway, as the foul is called on the floor against Matt Donlin. First today against YSU. Cleveland State a baseline inbound in a 2-2 game. 18:07 to play, first half. Bobby Word, the inbounder, left of the backboard. As he whacks the ball and lobs it into Flanagan, right wing. Out top Thomas, guarded by Santiago. This is a now 2-3 zone, it appears, for YSU. Yep, 2-3 matchup zone. Well, that didn't take long. We knew the zone was coming today. Over to Word, sideline left to Thomas. He'll take a dribble, throw it out top to Word. Almost fell down as he went to make a move. Bounces it out to Thomas, holding his hamstring, but now he's back up and okay. 8 to shoot, gets the ball back, lofts the three, drives. Word to the basket, he scores the layup. So Bobby Word, who looked like he stretched himself out a little bit a moment before, gets his first two, and Cleveland State has their first lead. 4-2, 2.5 minutes in. Santiago right wing on the dribble. Goes sideline right with the pass to Hartfield against Sloan. Dribbles to the left wing. Picks it up, throws it out top to Diamond. Dribbles to the left and gives it to Morse. Out about 25. Top side to Kaufman. Right wing now Santiago. Santiago versus Thomas. To Morse at the right elbow. Jumper from there. In and out. Rebound Derek Sloan for Cleveland State. 4-2 Vikings. Nearly 3 minutes in. Front court, Flanagan's got it. Drives baseline. Spins on Kaufman. Beat him, but missed the money. He spun with that left hand, but couldn't get it in. Sloan the rebound. Put it up. No, he got hit. There was no call. Gary Waters wants to know where the foul is, but there was no call. Youngstown State's got it. Donlin then as he went to penetrate. Sloan reached in, but Todd Williams calls Donlin for a travel before the reach, which may have been the makeup for the missed call on the other end. 4-2 Cleveland State, 16:51 to go here in the first half. Vikings trying to even up the season series at a game apiece. Cash Thomas in the front court, throws it top side to Flanagan. He's out about 22 feet straight away. Guarded loosely by Kaufman. Takes a dribble. He'll fire the triple. That is long and hit the right side of the iron. Tracked down in the near corner by Braun Hartfield of Youngstown State. He'll get the pass to Morris. He'll walk it across the timeline at the 16:28 mark. 4-2 Vikings. Gives it to Kaufman in the lane. Jumper from 13. Good off the window. Jorden Kaufman his first two. He averages 8 per game. We're even at 4. 16-16 to go in the first. Edwards the other way. Edwards on the dribble, backs it up behind the arc, sideline right, gonna fire the tray. Got it! Jump shot is right there for Rob Edwards, Cleveland State's leading scorer at 16 tonight. 7-4 Vikings. 16 minutes to go in the first. Santiago in the front court, sideline right pass to Morse. Down low Kaufman, turns, takes a dribble, goes in, blocked by Flanagan and then Sloan. Edwards saved it behind his back in the corner. Good effort by the Vikings. Up to Thomas. Into the front court left wing. Pull up three in the air. In and out. Bounces twice. Fell off. Rebound tipped out. Thomas has got it. Santiago ran into him. Foul on Santiago. That is his first personal. Second against YSU. Full timeout on the floor. 15:42 to go in the regular season finale here today in Cleveland. Our scores. Cleveland State 7. Youngstown State 4. This is Cleveland State basketball from Learfield.
Witness your team battle for Motor City Madness glory at the Little Caesars Horizon League Men's and Women's Basketball Championship in Detroit. Be there for the buzzer beaters, the drama, and the madness as all 20 teams fight for a chance to dance in the NCAA tournament, March 3rd through the 7th at Joe Louis Arena. Get your tickets for all 18 games now at motorcitymadness.horizonleague.com and be a part of the farewell season at the Joe.
At Cleveland State University, we like to engage with smart people. We're talking inventor smart, Fulbright scholar smart, has one of these smart, and we're looking for students who are smart enough to know the difference engaged learning can make. In landing that internship, receiving a scholarship, getting a job. So how far will engaged learning take you? You're smart. You'll figure it out. Want up to $20,000 in scholarships? Engage with CSU.
Clinic has been a part of the Cleveland community for many years and a part of Cleveland State Athletics and Cleveland State University in partnership with Learfield. We once again like to thank the clinic for all that they do for the city of Cleveland and for the university. 7-4 Vikings lead the Penguins here today. The winner of today's game will clinch the number 8 seed in the Horizon League tournament. The loser will then either have the 9 or 10 seed depending on whether Milwaukee wins or loses tomorrow. They take on Oakland. On the floor for CSU, Anthony Wright, first CSU sub into the game, 6'7" junior from Harrisburg. He joins Edwards, Flanagan, Word, and Thomas on the floor. Youngstown State leaves their starting 5 out there. Donlin, Hartfield, Santiago, Morse, and Kaufman. Vikings ball working to the basket to my right. Having the ball is Cash Thomas, left wing. He'll send a corner left to Flanagan. Out top Word. He's open. Shoots the three-pointer from the right point. It's long, but Flanagan the offensive board. Flanagan takes a dribble. Underhanded pass to right. Underneath the hoop. Scores. So he dropped it in off the window. So Anthony Wright on the floor for 20 seconds. Already has his first two. 9-4 CSU. 15-14 left in the first half. Santiago in the front court. Junior guard from St. Ignatius. Dribble over to the right wing. 35 out. Now with the left hand he's dribbling. Sends it sideline right to Morse. Back out to Santiago. Thomas on him. Santiago to the free throw line and toss out to Morse with 10 to shoot. Drives in. Pass down low. Deflected out of bounds off of Anthony Wright. The Youngstown State ball with 9 on the shot clock. Here comes YSU's first sub, Devin Haygood, who had a nice game last year when Cleveland State and Youngstown State played over at the Q. Haygood, the 6'7" sophomore from Ypsilanti, Michigan, averages 7 points and 4 rebounds per game. 14:57 to go in the first half here. 9-4 Cleveland State. Santiago to inbound, again with that short shot clock. Got it into Donlin, left wing. Topside Morse, 6 to shoot. Morse guarded tightly by Word, gonna throw up a tough three. Barely hit the rim. Rebound knocked away by Haygood. Loose ball. Wright saves it off of Donlin, out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland State. Or no, they'll say that Anthony Wright was out of bounds before he was able to whack it off of Matt Donlin. So Youngstown State will get it on the baseline. Santiago the inbounder. 14:46 to play. First half. 9-4 Cleveland State. Santiago looking, faking, looking, throwing it in. Sideline left. Morse against Rob Edwards will dribble it out to the left wing. Wanted to go into Haygood, he wasn't there. Cross-court pass to Santiago. Catches 40 away on the right wing. Dribbles through a double team and a whistle and a reach called as Cash Thomas got a piece of Santiago. Foul on Thomas is his first. Second against the Vikings. 14:35 to go, first half. Santiago to inbound right in front of me at the hash mark here. So he will throw it into Donlin, then take the handoff. Dribble to the right wing quickly against Thomas. Look for Morse. Find him off a pick. Down low pass to Haygood. Takes a dribble. Lost the ball. Out of bounds. Cleveland State ball. Haygood looked like he had a little clear path to the basket. Took a dribble. Went down low and then lost the handle. Cleveland State basketball. Leaders by 5. 14:25 to go in the first. To the front court, it's Thomas. Handoff to Edwards against the YSU man-to-man here. Over to Word on the right wing. Sideline right, Edwards inside the arc. Fakes, dribbles, beat Hartfield, who grabbed him on his way to the basket as he went up. He'll get 2 shots. A foul on Hartfield is his first. Team's third against the Penguins. To the line to the right goes Rob Edwards for the first free throws today for either side. Subs are coming in at next opportunity. Edwards today, 3 points, 2 rebounds. He's shooting 76% from the line this year. First of 2 on the way, front of the rim and off. 9-4 Cleveland State. 14:15 to go in the first as Brett France comes in, the 6'3" senior from Lawrence, Kansas. Also back in is Jorden Kaufman, as Devin Haygood and Braun Hartfield check out. Hartfield has 2 points. Haygood scoreless. Next free throw for Edwards is good. He splits the pair. Edwards with 4 points is the game's leading scorer. It's 10-4. Vikes with their largest lead here. Cleveland State also on a 10-2 run now. Santiago in the backcourt, 3/4 court trap, throws it ahead to Kaufman, turns passes to Morse. He'll cross the timeline on the near side. Cameron Morse averaging 23 a night, tosses it over here near side to Santiago. Down low to Kaufman. Kaufman, high post actually left, going to hand it off to Morse. Dribbles to the right wing, picks it up with 10 to shoot. Down low, Kaufman turns, scores it off the window as Kaufman got free. He has 4. 10-6. Cleveland State. Front court, Edwards beats Morse on the dribble. Into the lane, to the basket, finger roll. Good! He rolled it on the rim and it went in. Edwards comes up a little gimpy though on his ankle. 6 points for Edwards, 12-6 Vikings. But Rob will stay out there, marking Brett France in the man-to-man. Meanwhile, Santiago crosses the timeline in mid-floor. Now between the circles, passes high post left to Kaufman. He'll hand it off to Morse, who dribbles to the right wing. Morse double team, throws it down low. Kaufman again, wide open and scores. And he's getting lost. Cleveland State can't find him. Kaufman with 6. 12-8, Cleveland State in the lead. But Kaufman is somehow wide open down low on the block after he sets the high pick. Meanwhile, Edwards left wing against Donlin. YSU in a matchup zone here. Over to Thomas, right wing. Throws it to Wright. Turnaround shot from the mid-post right is good. Anthony Wright, 2 of 2 from the field, has 4 points. Cleveland State in the lead, 14-8. 12:52 to go before halftime. As Cameron Morris will walk it up the floor. Across the timeline with a between-the-leg dribble. Splits a double team. Stops the free throw line. Throws up the jumper. Short. Rebound tipped by Kaufman to himself. Going to put it up. No. Got his own rebound. Put it back up and in with a set shot from the key. He has 8 points. He's leading all scorers now, and it's 14-10. CSU, 12:30 to go in the first. Edwards left wing. He's going to fire a three. Short. Kaufman, a standing still rebound. Outlet to Santiago into the front court on the dribble. Santiago stops on the right point. Sends it left wing to Donlin. Catch and shoot triple is up. Long. And the rebound goes up and over the glass, and it'll be Cleveland State ball. Here comes Terrell Hales into the lineup for Cleveland State. And DeMonte Flanagan returns for Jamarcus Hairston. Hales, the 6'4 junior from Detroit. 14-10 Cleveland State, 12:15 to go before halftime. Vikings ball. You're listening to us on the radio. They're working left to right. If you're watching us on ESPN3, it's the opposite way as Terrell Hales receives the pass on the left wing, 25 away against the man-to-man. Lob it into right, high post left. Sideline left to Word. Out to Hales, left wing. Bounce pass right wing to Thomas. Open for three. Up it goes. Swish! Cash Thomas for the triple, his first field goal. Cleveland State matches their largest margin, 17-10. 11:47 to go in the first half. Santiago across the time stripe, dribbling in front of the center circle. Sends it sideline right to France. Fakes the catch and shoot. Pass instead to Donlin. Sideline right. Guarded tightly by Word. Out to France. Right wing, 30 away. France looking things over. Takes a dribble. Throws it to Morse. Lost the ball. Loose at midfloor. Hales has got it. Over to right. Right. Stolen by Morse with a nice defensive play. It was 2-on-1, but Morse picked the pocket. He goes down the lane. Threw it to Santiago. By him on the baseline. Out of bounds. Cleveland State ball on the turnover. When we come back, turnover number 5 today for YSU. We'll take a break. 11:20 left in the first half. Our score, Cleveland State 17, Youngstown State 10. It's Cleveland State basketball from Learfield.
I like your hair.
I like yours too. Can I have some?
It's not cool to ask that.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Online dating isn't always rewarding, but Hotels.com is. Instant savings now, free nights later. Hotels.com.
Hales, Word, and Anthony Wright on the floor. Edwards will be the point guard with this group. France, Donlin, Santiago, Kaufman, and Morse on the floor for YSU. 17-10 Vikings. Rob Edwards brings it up the floor left to right. Youngstown State in a half-court man-to-man. Edwards across the timeline to the right wing. Inside the arc, steps up, shoots the jumper. Flat off the front of the rim, but Hales knifes in for the rebound. And it will send it out top, then to right. Cleveland State resets to Edwards. Back to right. Nice little give and go there. Right to the basket. He scores off the window. Anthony Wright with 6 off the bench. 19-10. Cleveland State. 10:54 to go in the first half as Santiago trots it up the floor against Hales. Crosses over and bounces it sideline right to Morse. Morse against Word. Dribbles out to the wing. Out straight away now. Hook pass right side Santiago. Cross court Donlin. Catch and shoot triple up. Is good. All net. Donlin, even with Word right on him, was able to score the three-pointer. 19-13. Cleveland State by 6. 10:30 left. First half. Word in the front court. Left wing. Word out about 30 feet. Bounce it down low. Flanagan against Kaufman. Doubled with Santiago. Poked away from behind by Santiago. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland State ball. 10:20 to go in the first. 19-13 Vikes. Here comes Braun Hartfield back into the game. Brett France sits down scoreless. 18 on the shot clock as Word will get it to Edwards, who crosses the time stripe. Heads to the right wing on the jaw. Guarded by Hartfield. It's a pick from Flanagan. Takes it to the free throw line. Leans in. Gonna try a tough shot off the glass. No. Tip Flanagan. No. Kaufman, the YSU rebound. That's his 4th board today. Over to Morse. He's into the front court. 6-point lead for the Vikes. Morse to the left wing. Throws it right side, Donlin. Sideline right to Santiago behind the arc. Santiago backs it up. He'll dribble out top and send it to Morse, left wing with 13 to shoot. Morse out about 35, maybe 40 feet. Dribbles to the right wing, guarded by Hales. Left side, Santiago. Catch and shoot NBA triple. Barely hit the front of the rim. Right the rebound. Up to Edwards. Into the front court. Word. Going to the basket. Again, Santiago. Drew the contact. Didn't score, but he'll go to the line and shoot two. Bobby Word strong to the basket and got the foul against Francisco Santiago. That is his second personal, fourth against YSU today. 9:42 to go first half. 19-13 Vikings. Bobby Word to the line to our right. First of two up here is all net. Word on the season shooting 71% from the line. That is his third point today. Latin Davis into the game, the 5'11 sophomore from Ypsilanti, Michigan. He replaces Santiago, who sits down scoreless with a rebound and 2 assists. One more free throw for Word is short. That rebound is taken by Hartfield. Score remains 20-13 CSU. 9:37 to go first half. Morse will dribble it ahead, right to left. Morse in the front court on the left wing now. Sends it sideline left to Hartfield. Dribbles in and pulls up from 12. Jumper from the left wing is long. Hit the heel of the iron. Hales the rebound. Up to Edwards. Into the front court. Around a right pick. Steps back. Pass to right. Sideline left. He'll try the three. In and out. That's his first miss today. Now 3 of 4 from the field. YSU the rebound. Up to Morse. Driving to the basket. Got there. Left-handed layup is good. For the first 2 today from Cameron Morse. He leads the Horizon League in scoring at 23 points a game. 20-15 Vikings. Edwards the other way. Driving. Left-handed layup. Missed it. Rebound tipped in the air. Kept alive by Flanagan. Saved it, but saved it to Hartfield, who's trying to run into the front court for YSU. 4 on 3. Sideline right Morse. Three-pointer. Long. High rebound. Tipped out of bounds. Off of Word. It's YSU basketball. Kenny Carpenter will come in now for Cleveland State, the 6'5 junior from Detroit. He'll replace Anthony Wright, who sits down with 6 points and a rebound in 7 minutes. And a smattering of applause as Wright played well off the bench here in those 7 minutes. Inbounds for YSU, trail by 5. Comes to Hartfield, down low. Kaufman, hook shot from 5 feet, no good as it spun well, but it was more of a line drive off the backboard and iron. Rebound Hales up to Carpenter. Front court right wing on the dribble against the man-to-man. Vikings work to the basket to my right. Carpenter directing traffic. Going to the baseline on the dribble. Sending it out to Flanagan. He's got to retreat to midfloor to grab it. 15 to shoot. He'll toss it to Edwards at the left point. Casually takes it to the left wing and now goes to work. Edwards down the lane. Kick out. Carpenter for 3 from the right wing. Back iron and off. Flanagan and Kaufman for the board. Kaufman the winner with one hand. I'll let the ball to Davis in the front court for YSU. 20-15 Vikings. 8:10 left first half. Sideline left to Hartfield. Poked away by Hales out of bounds. It'll be YSU ball with 8:07 to go in the half. 20-15 Cleveland State. Here comes Derek Sloan into the lineup. He'll replace DeMonte Flanagan. And Devin Haygood is in for Jorden Kaufman. Kaufman sits down with a game-high 8 points. Flanagan sits down scoreless for CSU, but he has 3 boards and 2 assists. Morse has the basketball. Throws it to Haygood at the free throw line. Left sideline to Hartfield. Puts it on the hardwood. Dribbles in the lane. Stripped from behind by Edwards. Makes the steal on the run out now. 3 on 2. Edwards going to the rack. Edwards reverse. Good. Off the glass. Put it off the glass. It hung on the rim for a moment. Went down. He's got 8. 22-15 Cleveland State. 7:44 to go first half. Front court on the dribble. Latin Davis against Bobby Ward as the Vikings continue to crouch in that man-to-man. Flip it underhanded. Sideline right to Hartfield. Out top Haygood. Left wing behind the arc to Morse. Morse dribbles out. Picked up by Sloan. Spins. Doubled again. Throws it down low to Haygood. Baseline left. Out to Morse. 5 on the shot clock. 25 away. Driving. Stopping baseline. Fading from 12 on the jumper. He got it off the glass. He's shaking his head. That was not supposed to go off the glass. Hit the very high point of the backboard and went in. He's got 4. 22-17 Cleveland State. 7:10 left in the first. Edwards left wing. Cross court to Word right wing. 28 away. Word around a pick. Fires the 3 from the top. Rim and off. Rebound tipped. Grabbed by Donlin of YSU. Out left the basketball to Davis and over to Morris. Cross the timeline near side. Casually he takes it to the middle. Crosses over. Left wing stops. Bounces to Donlin. Had a reach to grab it. Throws it down low to Haygood. Haygood on the baseline to a cutter. That is Hartfield on the backside. He grabs it and drops it in off the glass. Hartfield has 4. 22-19 Cleveland State. 6:40 left in the first half. Edwards on the left wing to Hales against the man-to-man. On the right side, he flips it over to Word, who sends a chest pass over to Edwards. He'll dribble to the top, pull up and fire the tray. Short, rebound, Sloan keeps it alive. Fell down, loose ball, still loose. Hales grabs it for Cleveland State on the left wing. Over to Carpenter, topside. He's driving down the lane, around Donlin. Shot off the glass, no good. Baseline rebound, Hales saved it. Over to Edwards. Boy, Hales is all over the place today in the first half. Edwards crosses over, down the lane, to the basket, missed the layup. He was bothered, though, and then on the rebound, they'll get Cleveland State for a foul. Todd Williams says Derek Sloan was a little bit too active and apparently pushed a Youngstown State Penguin. First foul on Sloan, third against Cleveland State, full timeout on the floor. 6:08 to go before halftime. Our score, Cleveland State 22, Youngstown State 19 in the regular season finale here at the Wolstein Center. This is Vikings basketball.
Let's talk about sports. It's easy to find the sports content you care about, right? Wrong. We're not talking about the content overload you see every day. We're talking about the teams and athletes you truly care to follow. Your sons, daughters, friends, and neighbors. No matter their level of play, professional, college, high school, there's never been a way to find this sports coverage in one place. Until now. StatSub covers the teams and athletes that have all the fans but none of the coverage. Visit statsub.com for more info.
Witness your team battle for Motor City Madness glory at the Little Caesars Horizon League Men's and Women's Basketball Championship in Detroit. Be there for the buzzer beaters, the drama, and the madness as all 20 teams fight for a chance to dance in the NCAA tournament, March 3rd through the 7th at Joe Louis Arena. Get your tickets for all 18 games now at motorcitymadness.horizonleague.com and be a part of the farewell season at the Joe.
In a Hartfield, Youngstown State basketball. Thanks for joining us today on ESPN3 on the web and on 1420 WHK, our flagship in Cleveland. Morris in the front court, throws it right wing to Donlin, steps to his left, fires the tray, short, rebound, tracked down by Hales, who's gotten a lot of loose balls today. That is his 6th rebound to lead everybody in that category. Up to Thomas, 5:45 to go in the first, Vikes by 3. Cleveland State working to the basket to our right. Thomas on the right wing, throws it topside to Hales, handed off to Carpenter. Over to Thomas, right wing, dribbling behind the arc, looking down low, throwing out top to Carpenter. 9 to shoot, back to Thomas. Against the man-to-man, 5 to shoot. A step to his left and hoists the three. Swish! Cash Thomas with his second three-pointer today. The Vikes 3 of 12 behind the arc, and Thomas is 2 for 3. He has 6 points, 25-19 Vikings. 5:15 to go in the first. YSU just 1 of 7 behind the arc in this first half. On the left wing with it is Morris. He's driving against Thomas, kicking out sideline right to Hartfield, who drives the lane, stripped, and a late whistle. And a foul against Cleveland State. And Gerald Williams has got a foul on Cash Thomas. That's his second. 4th against the Vikings here in the first half. 5:04 to go. 25-19 Cleveland State. Here comes Nelson Maxwell in for Thomas, who checks out with those 2 fouls. 6 points, a rebound, and an assist. Cash Thomas, the 6-foot sophomore walk-on from Orange Village, will play the point here as Latin Davis inbounds to Morris, baseline right, 17-foot jumper, swish. All net for Cameron Morris. He has 6. He's got an NBA jumper already. He can go in the air in just about any contortion and still find a way to get balanced and find the bottom of the cup. Edwards the other way, pulls up, fires a 20-footer from the left point, no good. Storming in his Hales for the rebound. This kid's incredible on the boards today. That is his 7th rebound, make it his 8th. Out it goes to Flanagan. Vikes by 4. Flanagan the lane, spins, left-handed shot is good as he leaned in and reached around, and the Flanagan senior has his first 2 today. 4:28 to go. First half, 27-21 Vikings. Davis in the front court. Davis dribbles to the right and hands it off to Hartfield against Edwards. Drives to the free throw line, spins in the lane, and Rob Edwards is called for a hold as he spun at the free throw line. Edwards picks up his first personal, 5th against Cleveland State. 4:19 to go, first half. Donlin checks out. Raheem Williams in to replace him, the 6'6 junior from Brampton, Ontario. Donlin sits down with 3 points, 2 boards. 27-21 Vikings, 4:19 to go in the first. Baseline inbound coming for Latin Davis. Left of the backboard. He looks, he gets it in, corner right to Morse. Out to Haygood, right wing. Handoff Morse. Gonna fire the 3. Back iron, off, rebound, Davis. Between 2 white shirts, grabs it, then Hartfield got it. It's deflected away, and Hales inadvertently hit him in the head. Foul is on Hales. That is his first, team's 6th. 4:11 to go in the first half. 27-21 Cleveland State over Youngstown State here today. The regular season finale at the Wolstein Center. Anthony Wright will check in for the Vikings. He'll replace Terrell Hales, who sits down scoreless, but he has officially 7 rebounds and an assist. Here comes Bobby Word. He'll replace Kenny Carpenter, who sits down scoreless. 27-21 Vikes. Now, Bobby Word's got to officially check in. Well, he was on the floor. I guess he came out, then came right back in. All right, now we're set. Youngstown State ball. They work to the basket to my left. Inbounds comes to Hartfield. Handoff Davis, right wing on the dribble. Back on the left wing to Hartfield, guarded by Edwards, and the Vikings man-to-man. A lob down low to Haygood. Tough pass. Haygood got a hand on it, but Wright takes the ball. Up to Maxwell. Vikings come left to right. Leaders by 6. Maxwell on the right wing. Maxwell throws it out top to Edwards. Sideline left to Bobby Word. Word against Davis. YSU in a man-to-man. Pick from Flanagan. He'll use it. Dribble to the top. Bounce it down low to Flanagan. Left block. Backs down Haygood. Hooks it over him from 5 feet. Off the rim it goes. So it rolled up there for a moment, but came off. YSU the rebound. Raheem Williams up to Hartfield. Driving the other way. Down the lane. Shot blocked by Wright, but it came out to Davis. Vikings by 6. Sideline left to Haygood. Out to Raheem Williams for 3. Missed it on the left wing. Cleveland State the board. Wright flying ahead. Stopping on the left wing. Bouncing to Edwards. Edwards to the line. Kick it out. Word, right wing, triple. Got it. Bobby Word, the 3-pointer. He has 6. 30-21. Cleveland State, their largest lead. 3:10 to go before halftime. Timeout, Jerry Slocum and YSU. We'll take a break. Our score at the 3:11 mark of the first half. CSU 30, YSU 21. It's Cleveland State basketball from Learfield.
Says it won't let up for a while.
The Cadillac XT5.
What should we do?
Tailored to you.
Wait it out.
Equipped with Apple CarPlay compatibility. Get this low mileage lease on this Cadillac XT5 from around $439 per month. Or purchase with 1.9% APR financing.
I had frequent heartburn, but my doctor recommended Prilosec OTC 7 years ago.
5 years ago.
Last week.
Just 1 pill each morning, 24 hours, and 0 heartburn.
It's been the #1 doctor recommended brand for 10 straight years, and it's still recommended today.
Use as directed.
State has committed 7 turnovers. It has cost them 7 points, while Cleveland State has only committed 2 turnovers, and it hasn't cost them anything. Also, Cleveland State's bench is outscoring Youngstown State's bench 6-0. All 6 of those points belong to Anthony Wright. So here in Cleveland in the final regular season game, Cleveland State and Youngstown State matching up for the 2nd time this year. YSU a winner in the first meeting between these 2 schools in Youngstown back on January 28th, 67-64. And also at halftime, we're talking a little Motor City Madness with Greg Murphy. And Ed, telling you all about the Horizon League tournament coming up next weekend. Meanwhile, Youngstown State with the ball. Cameron Morris with the drive. Missed the shot off the window from the right side. Ball kicked out of bounds off of Flanagan. YSU has it on the baseline. 30-21 CSU. 2:58 to go in the first. Edwards, Wright, Maxwell, Ford, and Flanagan on the floor for Cleveland State. Hartfield, France, Williams, Morse, and Kaufman for YSU. Inbounds coming for Morse with a new shot clock. Bounce it into France. Baseline left. Down low to Kaufman to the basket. He scores off the window, and he's the first player today in double figures. He has 10. 30-23, Cleveland State. 2:47 to go in the first. Maxwell into the front court, left to right. YSU in a man-to-man. Get it to Word, right wing. 27 feet out, maybe 28 now. They'll go to work on the hardwood, looking for Flanagan. We've got a whistle and a palming the basketball on Bobby Word. Very random call there. 30-23, Cleveland State. Gary Waters just said to Gerald Williams, how do you call that there? That's a great question. Into the front court, Morris on the right wing, 30 feet away. Dribbles around and pick to the left. He's double teamed, throws it sideline left to France. Cross-court pass to Williams. He'll throw it out on the right wing to Braun Hartfield, guarded by Wright. Left wing to France, driving down the lane, kicking to Kaufman. He's wide open. He lays it in again. Jorden Kaufman with the 12 points. He's 6 of 9 from the field. 30-25 CSU, and right now he's the only reason Youngstown State is within 5. Word with it on the right wing. Word, guarded by France. Word drives baseline. Word under the basket. Dribbles to the right corner. Kick it out to Edwards. Edwards beat his man. No look pass to right. Fakes, turns, shoots from 6. Long. Rebound tipped in the air. Grabbed by Morris. Minute 47 to go in the first. 30-25 Cleveland State. Morris sends it sideline left to Williams. Tried to lob it into Kaufman, and then Word and France collide going for the basketball. And the foul is on France. That'll be the first foul on France, just the 5th against YSU with a minute 40 to go in the half. 30-25 Cleveland State. Terrell Hales checking in for Anthony Wright. Sits down with 6. Ray Perone, the official, makes sure that Bobby Word is okay. Says he's all right, so he'll stay in for that collision with France. Edwards, Wright, Maxwell, Word, and Flanagan. Make it Hales now instead of Wright on the floor for Cleveland State. The YSU, Hartfield, France, Williams, Morris, Kaufman. 5-point lead for the Vikes. A minute 28 to go in the half. Edwards, top of the key, dribbles to the left elbow. Pull-up jumper from there over Kaufman. In and out. Halfway down, but wouldn't go. Hales keeps it alive, but knocked it out of bounds. It'll be Youngstown State ball. Boy, Terrell Hales today, he's listed at 6'4", and that's slightly generous. He has a game-high 7 rebounds, and he's done it by just knifing in at every opportunity, offensively and defensively on the glass. YSU ball. On the right wing, it's Raheem Williams. Dribbles to the top, doubled for a moment, lost the ball, but it's picked up by Morris on the left wing, guarded by Hales. He's dribbling straight away 30 feet, sends it right wing to France, right back to Morris. Left point, 30 out. Morris, couple of fakes on the dribble with 7 to shoot. Gonna send it down low. Kaufman put it up, missed it, but he was fouled from behind by DeMonte Flanagan. Foul on Flanagan is his first. Team foul number 7 against Cleveland State with 55.6 seconds to go in the half. That'll send Jorden Kaufman to the line to the left, and he is a very poor free throw shooter, just 46% on the year. Today he has a game-high 12 points and 5 rebounds. He came in averaging 8 and 6, and he misses the first free throw to keep the score at 30-25. You're watching ESPN3. You'll see the replay here, and Flanagan with the foul from behind. One more for Kaufman. It's up. It's good. He splits the pair. He has a baker's dozen. It's 30-26. Cleveland State by 4. 53 seconds to go in the half. Let's see if CSU goes for a 2-for-1 here. Maxwell into the front court. He'll dribble to the right wing around the pick. Maxwell going to throw it out top. Hales. Left wing to Word. Down low Flanagan. Spins on Kaufman. Spins the other way. Throws it to Hales in the lane. Fakes. Pumps. Throws it out to Edwards. Deflected ball. Came to Word. Floater from 7. Glass rim off. Kaufman the rebound for YSU. Outlet to Hartfield into the front court. Hartfield on the right wing. 2-second differential, shot and game clock. So now Youngstown State can play for the final shot. Morris out at the center circle holding the basketball. 30-26. Cleveland State with a 4-point lead. Morris holding the ball against Hales. 9 to shoot, dribbling in now. Going to pull up with 8 to shoot from the left side. Missed it from 8 feet. Edwards the rebound. Vikings can take the last shot. 5 seconds. He went in the air. Didn't know how much time was left. Threw it back to Maxwell. From mid-floor, he shoots it. No good. And it ricochets out of bounds. I think Gary Waters was trying to get Rob to call a timeout. Cleveland State had to use it or lose it, and they lost it. But Edwards went in the air in the backcourt, had a back pass. And now, what's going on here? The officials, they want to talk about something? Youngstown State was talking to the officials. Well, I don't know what that's about. I don't know if they're going to come here and look at it or what. We'll wait a moment. No, it appears everything's okay. So, Ed Doherty's got the halftime report up next. Greg Murphy will be joining him. They'll be talking a little bit of Motor City Madness. Our score at the break, Cleveland State 30, Youngstown State 26. This is Vikings basketball.
The stage in all its stillness. The peace around the pressure. The whisper before the thunder. It's nature's arena, and within it, there are moments born from silence and remembered in echoes. These are more than cheers. These are the rules, and they tell the story at the Masters.
Bench. Youngstown State is led by Jorden Kaufman, who has 13 of the 26 for the Penguins today. This game will decide if Cleveland State can go as high as 8 in the conference tournament. They could fall as far as 10, depending on some of the outcomes over the next day or so. Cleveland State, Youngstown State, only team on the docket today. The other 8 clubs will finish out the regular season tomorrow, and at that point, we will know the seeding for the upcoming Motor City Madness. And joining me now courtside is the sports information director at Cleveland State, Greg Murphy, to talk about Motor City Madness and what's in store for us as we have our second year at Joe Louis Arena in Detroit.
We do, Ed, and last year it was just the men's only. This year the 10 Horizon League women's schools will join the men's squads in Detroit for Motor City Madness. Last year was a great time. It laid a good foundation for this tournament. Motor City Madness drew almost 21,000 fans, which was the 7th best session average among non-FBS conferences. And that includes, it outpaced some of the conferences that have already had conference tournaments at neutral site locations. So a good start for Motor City Madness last year, and student athlete surveys showed that 85% were satisfied with last year, and with the women joining this year at the tournament, I can only assume that number is going to go up.
Well, the only way to increase attendance is for people to purchase tickets. How would they go about getting tickets if they want to go up to Detroit next weekend?
Tickets on sale now, motorcitymadness.horizonleague.com. Again, motorcitymadness.horizonleague.com. Each school is going to have a designated fan section, and a game ticket gets you into games on that day. There'll be 4 games on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then both championships we played on Tuesday, the women at noon and the men at 7 o'clock that night. And
we know the Cleveland State men, they will play on the first day of the tournament because they'll be either 7, 8, or 9, or 10 seed. The Cleveland State women, I think, have locked up the 6 seed, so you could make it a full weekend. You want some Viking basketball.
You could make it a full weekend. As you said, the men will play on Friday, either 5:30 or 8 o'clock, depending on the outcomes of today's game, and then some of the games that will take place tomorrow in the league. A win there, depending on where Cleveland State seeded, would send them into a second round game on Saturday against either the number 1 or number 2 seed. That would also be at 5:30 or 8. And then, as you said, Ed, the women's team will make their Motor City Madness debut on Sunday as the 6th seed in the second round.
So with that, I mean, there's a whole week of activities up there. This is not just basketball. There's things that go with it. There's complementary activities. Walk through some of the other non-basketball related activities that are going on.
Yeah, there's you can go to the fan central page, motorcitymadness.horizonleague.com. That's your one-stop shop for all the information on the tournament. The league's partnered with 7 hotels to offer discounted fan housing up in Detroit. Hockeytown Cafe is going to be the official fan hangout for Motor City Madness. They're offering discounts and also a free shuttle to and from the Joe Louis Arena during the tournament. There's, just like here in Cleveland, there's multiple museums in Detroit. The league's partnered with Visit Detroit to create itineraries for fans while they're in the area. And again, all this and more can be found on that website, motorcitymadness.horizonleague.com.
So hopefully this is the final year at Joe Louis Arena. Hopefully the tournament kind of makes a nice transition to the new arena downtown, and it continues to grow on both the men's and women's side.
Absolutely. Like I said, it was a great time last year. Obviously the men were only up there for one game before bowing out, but a great experience. I think having all the schools and all the teams in one location, your women's teams can get out and support the men's teams and vice versa, and just a one-stop for all your fans up in Detroit.
All right, Greg, thanks for stopping by. We'll talk to you next week.
We'll be up in Detroit.
In Detroit.
Very good.
That's
Thanks, Ed.
Sports Information Director Greg Murphy from Cleveland State, running down all the activities going on in Motor City Madness, which starts next Friday. Friday, March 3rd is the kickoff. And so with that, we'll know the seedings for Motor City Madness, depending on the outcome of today's games, as well as tomorrow's in the Horizon League. Today, Cleveland State leads Youngstown State at the break, 30-26. When we come back, we'll have some quick highlights, in-depth stats and get every set for second half action as Al Pawlowski will rejoin me here courtside. Cleveland State 30, Youngstown State 26. You're listening to Vikings basketball.
Anthony Davis is one of the top blockers in the NBA, so he was a perfect fit for the IT department.
Block.
Anthony, it's just my blog.
Is your blog business related?
No.
There you go.
Can't stop me from using my phone.
Nothing gets past that guy.
I can still play solitaire.
No, you can't.
We're gonna need some fresh new ideas, people, if we're gonna take this thing to the next level, all right? Next question.
Yo, what about more classic hip-hop? You need more soul, baby.
Hold up. What if the Six had more Mike and Jamel?
Think he's on to something.
Good looking guy, too.
Not again. I didn't know you guys were watching last night. Thank you guys. It means a lot. Thank you.
What are you talking about, Steph?
I had that 27-10 last night, and today, chicken curry. 54 points last week, and the next day, curry stew.
Yeah, but Steph, I don't think
Thank you guys so much. Thank you. It means a lot. I lace them up every night for guys like you.
Who was that guy?
I don't know. Seems like the chicken, though.
With you 30-26, Cleveland State using Youngstown State at the break. Coming up next, it's Al Pawlowski with the call in the second half. This is Vikings basketball from Learfield.
Scott?
Mm-hmm.
Did you possibly switch chairs with me?
No, not me.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Good luck finding your chair, LeBron.
Okay. Okay.
It's not who you pick, it's where you pick. And this top seed is a lock. The #1 bracket game in the land. ESPN Tournament Challenge. Follow your bracket and get the latest tournament news from anywhere. Sign up at espn.com/bracket or download the app today.
Season for both of these teams. Then it's on to Motor City Madness next weekend. Greg Murphy and Ed Doherty, we're telling you all about that at the halftime break. Cleveland State will play on the first day on Friday. They will be if they win today, the 8th seed. If they lose, the 9th or the 10th. So most likely, now they'll be that 8-9 game, which will happen at 8:30. And the 7 versus 10 seed will happen at 5:30 on Friday. Those games will be available on ESPN3 to watch. And of course, all the Cleveland State games will be available on radio on 1420 WHK in Cleveland. Also our affiliate in Warren and Youngstown, 1440 WHKZ. Cleveland State ball to begin the second half. Edwards, Hales, Maxwell, Word, and Flanagan on the floor for CSU. Youngstown State with Donlin, Hartfield, Santiago, Morse, and Kaufman. Cleveland State works right to left across your digital tuner if you're listening to us on the radio. Left to right if you're watching us on ESPN3. Cash Thomas will start with a pass down low that's knocked away out of bounds off YSU. He was looking for DeMonte Flanagan. It went off Kaufman, though, and out of bounds. 9 seconds into the second half, Vikings lead at 4. And the inbounder will be Bobby Word. Baseline left of the backboard. Cleveland State looking to even up the season series here with Youngstown State with a win today. Lob into Flanagan, sideline right. Out to Thomas, right wing, 30 away. He'll bounce it down low to DeMonte. Flanagan double team, dribbles out of it, throws to Word behind him. It's caught by Morse on the steal instead. He's flying the other way, but the Vikings are back. Morse shows it left sideline, out of bounds. Too hot of a pass, looking for Matt Donland. And the senior from Melbourne, Australia, couldn't haul it in. The pass was a little bit too much. It's the 9th turnover for YSU today. Cleveland State's committed 4. 30-26 Cleveland State, 30 seconds into the second half. Cash Thomas across the timeline, sends it to Flanagan left wing. Takes a dribble, flips it to Edwards, sideline left, dribbles out top. Bounce it down low, Flanagan, outside the block. Flanagan backs down, turns, spins, left-handed shot on the rim, bounced 3 times, came off. Tipped up and in, though, by Derek Sloan. Derek has 4, Cleveland State, 6-point leaders, 32-26. With 19:08 to go in the second half. Cleveland State in a man-to-man. Cameron Morris sends it left wing to Matt Donlin. Donlin looking down low for Kaufman, not there. Found Hartfield, who drives into the lane. Nice dish down low to Kaufman, but as Kaufman scored, Hartfield is called for the charge on the dish. Jerry Slocum not happy. He says the defender for Cleveland State was inside the arc. The foul is on Hartfield. That's his second. And it is the first foul of the second half against either side. Cleveland State remains in the lead, 32-26. Flanagan gets the ball down low, and he has it knocked away. Santiago steals, comes the other way for YSU. Gets it to Donlin, driving to the basket, runs over Thomas, and they'll get a blocking foul this time. It's on Cash Thomas. That's his 3rd. First against Cleveland State of the second half with 18:41 to go. 32-26 CSU. Here at the Wolstein Center today as the inbounds comes to Donlin. He's wide open. Left wing jumper from 20 is good. Matt Donlin, a shooter, somehow was left wide open. He's got 5. 32-28 CSU. Thomas into the front court to Sloan left wing against the man-to-man. Donlin is marker. He's off him by plenty. Sloan will take a few dribbles and throw it out top to Edwards. Back on the left side to Cash Thomas, playing here with 3 fouls. Thomas around a pick. Settles, fires a pass near sideline to Sloan. 9 to shoot, top of the key to Flanagan. Driving, spinning on Kaufman, put it up and in. Kaufman just backed up and gave Flanagan all the room he wanted. And DeMonte dropped it in the bucket. He has 4. 34-28 CSU, 2 minutes into the second half. Santiago in the front court hands it off to Braun Hartfield. They'll get it left wing to Morse. Morse around the pick. Down low to Kaufman. Stripped by Sloan, grabbed by Flanagan. Up to Edwards, 3-on-3. Into the front court, right wing. Head fake. Drive for Edwards to the basket. No. Fouled by Santiago, and now he's teed up as well. Santiago came out of there complaining. So the foul on Santiago. There's a technical on somebody else. All right, the technical foul is not on Santiago. The personal foul on Santiago for the foul on the shot is his second, team's second. And then a technical foul on Jorden Kaufman, which would be his first personal, 3rd team foul against YSU. 34-28 Vikes, 17:47 to go. And now Todd Williams is explaining to Jerry Slocum the technical. So Edwards will shoot the technicals first as he makes the first one. He has 9. 35-28. One more coming here for Edwards. And that is good. It's all net. He has 10 to lead Cleveland State. And now we'll shoot the free throws for the foul called against Santiago. We'll get a look at a replay on ESPN3. And Jorden Kaufman, I don't know what he said. Must have said something. I couldn't tell. So now Edwards will shoot the free throws on the regular foul. He's got a shot to go 4 of 4 at the line here. He made the first 2. First one here is up and in, so he's made 3 of 3. 37-28 Vikes. That matches their largest lead with 17:47 to go. One more for Edwards. It's up, it's in. Vikings lead it by 10. Rob Edwards has a dozen, and he is Cleveland State's leading scorer. Santiago left to right in the front court against Cash Thomas as the Vikings continue to crouch in the man-to-man. Sent it sideline right to Hartfield, who's on the drive. Got to the rack, no, but drew a foul. I think that Word got him. He is the guilty party. Second personal on Word, second against Cleveland State of the second half with 17:36 to go. To the line to the right is Braun Hartfield. Actually, check it. They're going to give the foul to Derek Sloan, not Bobby Word. That is Sloan's second personal. Hartfield's first free throw is up and in. It's all net. Hartfield, the freshman from Garfield Heights High School, a Cleveland native, as Sloan checks out, replaced by Anthony Wright. Sloan with 4 points, 3 rebounds. One more free throw is up, in and out for Hartfield. Anthony Wright, the Viking board. Wright gets it out to Thomas. Cleveland State by 9, 17:30 to go in the ballgame. Thomas in the front court, between the circles on the dribble. Thomas dribbles to the left now against Santiago. It's a matchup 2-3 zone here for YSU. Over to Edwards, right wing, on the dribble. Wants Flanagan, can't get it to him. Now DeMonte comes out to get it, flips it right back to Rob. Right wing behind the arc. On the drive, stops at the free throw line. Bounce down low, Flanagan, 5 to shoot. Gets around Kaufman, left-handed layup, spun around the hoop and came out. Good move by DeMonte, just couldn't finish. Kaufman the board. Out to Santiago, into the front court, right wing. Santiago double. Santiago splits the double team, throws it to Hartfield. Drives left baseline, whistle, and a foul, an arm bar against Cleveland State. Called by Gerald Williams. He'll say the guilty party is Anthony Wright. First personal on the right, third against Cleveland State of the second half. Inbounds Morse, corner left jumper is good from 20. All net for Cameron Morris as he tickled the twine. 38-31, Cleveland State with 16:45 to go. Vikings lead at 7. Thomas in the front court, heads to the right wing. Throws it out top to right, takes a dribble, handoff Edwards, left point. He'll throw it back to right, left wing. Right back out top, Edwards thinking about the three. Jab steps, dribbles to his left around the pick, pulls up. Jumper from 15, the short. Rebound tip, grabbed by Edwards. Turns, takes a dribble, fires the triple. Back iron and off. Kaufman and Flanagan battle for the board. Out of bounds it goes off Flanagan. Youngstown State basketball. 38-31, Cleveland State, 16:23 to go. Vikings lead at 7. It was at 10 a moment ago. That was their largest lead. As the Vikings try to finish out the regular season on a winning note. They're looking for their 9th win of the year here today. Youngstown State looking for their 12th. Inbounds to Kaufman, couldn't get there, stolen. Word flying the other way for Cleveland State. Down the lane, blocked by Donlin. Came out to Santiago. YSU comes left to right. Santiago to the free throw line. Kick out left wing Morris. Jumper for 3 is good. Cameron Morris with 11. And it's a 6-point run for Youngstown State. The Vikings lead down to 4. 15:50 to go. Edwards, sideline right. Down low, Flanagan, double team. Try to kick it back out, deflected and stolen. Donlin. 4-on-2. Front court, Santiago. Sideline left, Hartfield for 3. Front of the iron, no good. Right the rebound. Long outlet, Flanagan. Breaking the other way against Hartfield. Goes the hole, kabam! Slammed it with the left hand. Flanagan today on senior day. Gets the dunk, he has 6. 40-34, Cleveland State. Front court, it's Morris, right sideline. Dribbling in, pulling up from the right block. Forced it up, Flanagan blocked it. Appeared clean up top, but Todd Williams will say Flanagan got him. Oh, he'll say got him with the arm up top. I thought he was going to say got him with the body. Either way, it's a foul on Flanagan. That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 4 of the second half. Timeout on the floor. 15:22 left. Our score, Cleveland State 40, Youngstown State 34. This is Vikings basketball.
The stage in all its stillness, the peace around the pressure, the whisper before the thunder. These are the rules, and they tell the story at the Masters.
I've been really trying, baby, trying to hold back this feeling for so long. And if
The 9 seed, we'd have to wait till tomorrow and see if Milwaukee wins. If they did, then Cleveland State would drop to the 10 seed and play at 5:30. Vikings up by 6 here with 15:22 to go, and 2 free throws are coming for Youngstown State. Cameron Morse shooting 73% from the line this year, and today has 11 points, a rebound, and 3 assists. We'll have these 2 free throws. Morse, the 6'2 junior from Flint, Michigan, puts the first one up, no good. Ricocheted in and out. Score remains 40-34. Along with Morse, YSU has Kaufman, Santiago, Hartfield, and Donlin on the floor. Cleveland State with Sloan, Edwards, Wright, Thomas, and Word. Second free throw is all net. Morse with a dozen. 40-35, Cleveland State. Thomas into the front court, right to left. YSU in a man-to-man. Handoff Word, sideline right. Dribbles around a pick, flips it over to Thomas. Left-handed, one-handed pass to right. Catches left wing, hands off Edwards. Dribbles out top and down the lane. Kick out to Thomas then. Thomas down the lane. Kick out right. Dribbles down the lane. Kick out sideline right to Edwards. He'll try the tray. Across the rim, ricocheted 3 times and popped out. Santiago, the Penguin rebound. Into the front court, left to right. Santiago, top of the key, threw it away. Went to the left side for Donlin. Threw it behind him, and Francisco taps his chest and says, my fault. As Youngstown State commits their 13th turnover today. Cleveland State has 6. 14:54 left. Vikings by 5. Into the front court, Thomas. Right wing to right. He'll hand the ball off to Word. No, he won't. Gives it to Sloan instead, who then gives it to Word. 40 feet away on the right wing. Against Morse in the man-to-man. Dribbles around the pick. Toss to right. Right wing. Bluffs the 3. Dribbles in. Down the lane. Forced it up. No good. Rebound battled for and won by Jorden Kaufman. His 8th rebound for Youngstown. Hands the ball off to Morse. He'll come left to right with 14:30 to play. Cleveland State in the lead. 40-35. Lob it down low. Kaufman. Near side. Kaufman turns, spins, down goes right. Charge called on Jorden Kaufman. And he's not happy about that call. He already has 1 technical today. He was looking at Gerald Williams, but it didn't say anything. Foul on Kaufman is his 2nd. Team's 4th of the second half. 40-35, Cleveland State. The Vikings now have scored just 2 points in the last 3 minutes. Thomas for 3 from the right wing. It's long right, leaps for the rebound, grabs it, throws it out to Edwards at the top. Sideline right pass to Thomas. He'll toss it right back to Edwards. Around a pick, down the lane, spins, bumped, and down he goes. A foul called on YSU. Guilty party is Jorden Kaufman. That's his 3rd. And team foul number 5 against Youngstown State. Jerry Slocum is going to get Kaufman out of there. Here comes Haygood to replace him. Kaufman sits down with the game-high 13 points and 8 rebounds. Brett France also into the Penguin lineup. He'll replace Matt Donlin, who will sit down with 5. 14:03 to go in regulation. 40-35, Cleveland State. The inbounder will be Rob Edwards. Baseline left of the backboard. Edwards gets the ball from official Gerald Williams. He looks, throws it into the backcourt. Thomas will track it down on 1 bounce. They'll walk it across the timeline. Thomas right down the middle of the floor. Throw it to the right side. Edwards against the zone now. Corner right to Sloan. In the middle to right. Back to Sloan. Down the lane on the dribble. Back to right. Puts it up. Good. Sloan and Wright running a nice little 2-man game with the extra pass. And that gets Derek Sloan 6 points. 42-35, Cleveland State. 13:40 left. Or rather, that was Wright. Beg your pardon. 8 points for Wright. Down low, it's France. Turnaround shot from 6. In and out on the fadeaway. Rebound Edwards for Cleveland State. Trots it into the front court, but the Penguins are back defensively. Edwards stops on the right wing, crosses over. Penetrates and kicks out to Danny Levitt, who checked in. He drives, forced it up. No. Rebound Sloan. Back up. Yes! Derek Sloan with 6. 44-35 Vikings. 13:15 left. Danny Levitt, his first action today. He had a career-high 18 on Tuesday in Detroit. Morse on the right wing, pulls up, fires a tough 3, and he got it. Timeout YSU, 44-38. Morse with 15 and a tough 3-point jumper. But that's why he's the Horizon League's leading scorer. We'll take a break with 13:06 to go. Cleveland State 44, Youngstown State 38. This is Vikings basketball.
An unlimited data plan is only as good as the network it's on. And Verizon has been ranked #1 for the 7th time in a row by RootMetrics.
Hey, what's RootMetrics?
It's the nation's largest independent study, and it ranked Verizon #1 in call, text, data, speed, and reliability.
Do they get a trophy?
Not that I know of, but you get unlimited done right.
Why don't they get a trophy? They should get something.
How about a plaque?
I have to drop this, my arm's getting really tired.
Unlimited on Verizon. 4 lines, just $45 per line.
Your screen is your window to the world. So why wouldn't you want one that's virtually borderless? With millions of pixels worth of detail. So any way you view it, there's no limit to where it can take you. The Dell XPS 13 2-in-1 with an Infinity Edge display. As real as it gets.
If Milwaukee loses, YSU would have the 9. What does that mean? Well, 8 plays 9. So there's a very good chance Friday night in Detroit, in the first round of the Horizon League tournament, these are the 2 teams that'll be matching up. Haygood, Morse, Santiago, France, and Hartfield on the floor for the Penguins. Cleveland State with Hales, who's checked in, Thomas, Edwards, Sloan, and Levitt. 13 minutes left, 44-38 Vikes. Thomas in the front court against the matchup zone. Sends it right wing to Hales. Hales behind the arc on the dribble, lost the ball, found the handle, flips it over to Thomas, who steers it to the right. Thomas comes back to the left in the top of the key. Sends it left wing to Hales. Right back to Thomas, 10 on the shot clock. Thomas gets a pick from Sloan. Thomas drives in, floats from 7, left it short, rebound tipped around, loose ball. Sloan grabs it for Cleveland State. Out to Thomas, now to Levitt. Vikings a new shot clock. 12:32 left. Cleveland State by 6. Edwards has it. Edwards backs up to the top of the key. Works in against Hayward. Driving in, got contact, put it on the rim. No, but he drew the foul against Devin Haygood. He picks up his first personal, 6th against the Penguins with 12:27 left. 44-38 Vikings. At the line to my left, Rob Edwards returns. He's been successful at the stripe today. He's 5 of 6. He's the only Viking in double figures scoring-wise. He has 12 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists in 27 minutes. And the first of 2 here is up and nothing but net. 45-38 Vikings. If you're watching us on ESPN3, you see the replay and how Rob was able to draw that foul with the contact on Haygood. One more free throw coming. It's up and in for Edwards. So he has 14. And Cleveland State's back out to an 8-point advantage with 12:23 left. Santiago left to right on the dribble. Into the front court, the pass goes to France. Left wing now to Morse, 30 away against Hales. Around the pick, pulls up, fires the triple. Missed it from straight away, but not by much. It was halfway down. Edwards the rebound, out to Thomas. He'll come right to left. Vikes by 8. Into the front court, handoff Edwards at the top. Edwards around the pick. Edwards down the lane. Edwards floats. Edwards scoops, didn't score, but drew the foul again. Got hit on the head this time by Devin Haygood. Second personal on Haygood, and Rob Edwards has gotten so good at drawing fouls this year especially. He's learned how to use his body on those drives to the hole, and it's paid off for him. Today he's 7 of 8 from the line, and he'll get 2 more free throws at the line to my left. Edwards, 14 points, a Viking high, first of 2 here, up good. 47-38 Cleveland State. You'll watch it again on that replay on ESPN3. Just able to kind of hang there in the air and just tempt the defender to commit the foul, as Haygood did. Second free throw is no good. Off the back iron, Haygood the rebound. 47-38 Vikes. 11:57 to go. Into the front court, it's Santiago. St. Ignatius product, sends it sideline right to France, who dribbles out to the right wing, 30 away, and throws it to Haygood. High post, near side, but a whistle and a foul off the ball on Cleveland State. And the foul is Derek Sloan for a hold. Foul on Sloan is his 3rd. Cleveland State's 5th of the second half. Full time out on the floor. We'll take a break. 11:51 remains. Our score. Cleveland State 47, Youngstown State 38. This is Cleveland State basketball from
Morning, it's another pure gray morning. Don't know what the day is holding. And I get up right when I walk right into the path of a lightning bolt.
This is the cloud, and with it, PlayStation Vue gives you the power to store as many shows as you want. Okay, it's not literally a cloud, it's more like a DVR, but way more awesome. Start your free trial today.
PlayStation.
28. Cleveland State has 13 offensive boards and 14 second chance points, while YSU has 7 offensive rebounds and only 4 second chance points. 47-38 Vikings, 11:51 to go. It's France, Hartfield, Morse, Santiago, and Haygood on the floor for YSU. For Cleveland State, Thomas, Levitt, Edwards, Flanagan, and Hales. YSU with the ball, working to the basket to my right, and they're traveling reds with the black and white trim. Cleveland State, their home whites in the green and gray trim. Santiago goes right side to Morse. Three-pointer is up, missed it long. That was the play that Slocum diagrammed. Now he's screaming at Todd Williams. I'm not sure why, but apparently he wanted a foul somewhere. Cleveland State with the ball. Cash Thomas in the front court, throws it to Levitt against the zone. Right wing, about 25 out. Not Edwards, right point. Over on the left side here to Thomas, 25 away. Thomas, corner left to Levitt. Out top Thomas, 10 to shoot. Right side it goes to Hales. Hales with 7 on the shot clock. On the dribble, better hurry, 5 seconds. Throws it to Thomas, 3 seconds. Drives into the lane.
Over on the left side, Levitt for three. Hit the front of the rim, bounces high, no good. Rebound, loose. Hales grabs it, saves it to Levitt. How about Hales again? He's had a ton of offensive rebounds today. Overall, that was rebound number 9. Levitt out top. Over to Edwards, left wing. He'll throw a nice no-look to Flanagan, went to the rack, fouled by Haygood as he got him up top as Flanagan tried for the dunk and was unsuccessful. The foul on Haygood is his 3rd personal foul, and his team foul number 8 of the second half against the Gwins, who haven't scored now in the last 2:16. Cleveland State hasn't scored a field goal in the last 2:27. Vikings lead it by 9, though, with 10:53 to go. Cleveland State's only senior on the floor, DeMonte Flanagan. The line to the left for his first free throw today on senior day, and he drills the first one. DeMonte, 66% from the line this year, has 7 points. Kaufman is in for YSU. Haygood is out. Haygood today scoreless, 2 rebounds, 3 personal fouls in 9 minutes. One more free throw for DeMonte. Up, swish. Cleveland State, their largest lead, 49-38 with 10:52 to go in the contest. Into the front court, left to right. For YSU, it's France. Gets it over to Morse, 40 away at the left point. Comes around a Kaufman pick to the right. He's doubled near midcourt. Throws it to Kaufman, left wing. Now to Hartfield. Left wing triple is up. No good. Rebound tipped out. Grabbed by France. He caught the rebound. He shoots the 3. Missed it. Kaufman the rebound. Whistle and a foul. A hold. Called by Todd Williams against Cleveland State. They'll say DeMonte Flanagan was holding Jorden Kaufman. 3rd personal on Flanagan. 7th against the Vikings of the second half. Or is that only 6? That is only 6. 10:30 left. 49-38 Cleveland State. Jamarcus Hairston on the floor for CSU. He'll replace Flanagan, who checks out with 8 points, 3 boards, 2 assists, and 3 fouls. Inbounds comes to Donlin. Throws it in the lane to Kaufman. He puts it up and in. He was wide open under the basket. Jorden Kaufman now with 15. 49-40 Cleveland State. So Kaufman, Morris, and Edwards all with 15 to lead everyone in the scoring department. Kenny Carpenter back into the lineup for Cleveland State. He gets it to Hales, left wing against the zone. Out top to Levitt, left wing to Hales. Out to Levitt, left wing. Now on the right wing to Carpenter, 24 away. Out top Hales, left wing Thomas on the drive. In the lane, gonna float from 6. Put up the jumper, no. Rebound loose. Thomas has got it. Hairston kept it alive. Out to Hales, the Vikings reset. Leaders by 9 with 9:51 to play. They'll throw the ball in the right corner to Hales. Hales on the dribble. Hales. Throw it out to Carpenter, left wing to Levitt. 15 on the shot clock against the 2-3 zone. Takes a dribble to Carpenter in the lane. Turnaround shot from 12, no good. Hairston kept the ball alive, but knocked it out of bounds. Youngstown State will get it. 49-40 CSU, 9:36 to go here at the Wolstein Center for the final time this year at the Wolstein Center. Outside of the Horizon League tournament at Joe Louis Arena. Next weekend, Cleveland State will open play on Friday night in round 1. Santiago will dribble the ball against Hales across the time strip. Youngstown State will also be playing on Friday night, probably against the Vikings. Over to Kaufman, high post left, back to Santiago. Vikings crouching that man-to-man. Santiago sends it out top, France, bluffs the 3. Dribbles left of the key, gonna throw it down low. Kaufman tried that set shot from the lane, no good, but drew a foul. And it's on Jamarcus Hairston. Hairston picks up his first personal, team foul number 7 of the second half against the Vikings. That'll send Kaufman to the line to the right. He has 15 points, 9 rebounds today. He's 1 of 2 at the line. On the season, just 46% from the strike. First of 2 here. He's on the way, around the rim, it popped out. No good. Edwards returns for Cleveland State. Cash Thomas checks out with 6 points, 2 boards, and an assist. 9:17 to go in regulation. 49-40 Cleveland State. Kaufman's second free throw. Good. He splits the pair. Kaufman with 16 leads all scorers. Cleveland State by 8. Edwards right to left on the dribble. Edwards on the right wing against the 2-3 matchup zone. Throws it to Carpenter, left wing. 27 out. Out top to Edwards. Straight away 30 feet to Hales, the left elbow. Out to Carpenter, left wing. Around to Hales pick and a throw to Edwards. Baseline right against Kaufman. Fades on the jumper. Swish! From about 13 feet, Edwards knew that Kaufman couldn't get out to him, so he faded away and buried it. Edwards with a game-high 17. 51-41 Vikes, 8:46 to go. France out top to Morris, right of the center circle. Morris against Carpenter. Morris to the left, double team, throws it to the right, and Donlin. Sideline right to a wide-open France for 3, and he missed another one.
France had 17 against Cleveland State back in January. Today he's scoreless and 0 of 3 from the field. Vikings by 10 with the ball, 8:28 to go. Against the zone, Carpenter to Levitt, sideline right. Out to Hales, in the lane to Edwards. Down low, Hairston reverse, no good. Rebound kept alive by Hales, but Kaufman pulls it in. His 10th board, he has the double-double. Up to Santiago, front court, corner right, Morse for 3. Jumper is short, Kaufman the rebound. I think they're gonna get him for the foul. Yep, he disagrees, slams the basketball from one hand to the other, and then hands it off to Todd Williams. 4th foul against Jorden Kaufman. 9th against the Penguins here in the second half with 8:11 to go. He'll check out with 16 points and 10 boards. Devin Haygood is in to replace him. And the person that he pushed was, I believe, Jamarcus Hairston. Yep. So Jamarcus has a 1-and-1 at the line to my left. First free throws today. He's 10 of 17 from the line this year. 6'8" junior from Danville, Virginia. Puts the front end of the 1-and-1 up and in. First point today for Hairston, who averages 2 points, 2 rebounds per game. 8:11 to play, 52-41 Cleveland State. Bobby Ward will check in here at next opportunity. And he will replace Terrell Hales, who sits down scoreless, but he has a team-high 9 rebounds. He also has an assist in 15 minutes. One more free throw for Hairston. It is up. It is good. All net for Jamarcus. His first 2. Cleveland State by 12. That matches their largest lead. 8:10 to go as Santiago crosses the timeline and steers it to the right. Stops now at the left point. We've got a whistle and a foul off the ball. It's on Youngstown State. Illegal screen against, I believe, Devin Haygood. So that'll be Haygood's 4th personal foul. Yep, that's his 4th. 10th against Cleveland State. It's a player control, though, so no free throws. 8:06 to go. 53-41 Cleveland State. And now we've got another technical call by Gerald Williams against Youngstown State. This time he teed up Jerry Slocum, the head coach. Kaufman got a technical in the first half. Slocum has one here. And Cleveland State, who is 13 of 16 from the line today, will get 2 more free throws. And Rob Edwards, who was 8 of 10 at the stripe, will take them. From the line to my left. Well, Jerry Slocum is not a happy camper. And Slocum's not a very demonstrative kind of guy, so you can't really see what he was saying, and now he's just sitting with his arms folded, or standing with his arms folded as the free throw is good by Edwards. And now I heard him clearly. He just said, I wasn't even talking to you. So he's not happy. Now he's still talking to Gerald Williams. So Edwards makes both technical free throws. He has a game-high 19, 55-41 Vikings with 8:06 to go, and Slocum is still talking to Gerald Williams. Well, now he might want the second one and see if he can get tossed. I don't know, but he's not stopping. The one thing I could make out was he said, I wasn't even talking to you. Edwards into the front court. With 8 minutes to go. Vikes their largest lead of 14. He'll throw left side to Levitt. Man-to-man D here for YSU. Levitt to the right wing. Hands it off to Edwards. Dribbles around the pick. Stops at the top of the key. Crosses over. Drives right of the lane. Kicks it out Levitt. Bluffs the 3. Drives down the lane. Got grabbed. Nice move by Levitt. Scored the bucket, but he was fouled on the floor before the shot. That foul is on France. Good show and go for Levitt, who will get to the free throw line and have 2 shots when we come back. Full timeout on the floor here with 7:48 left. Cleveland State in control. They lead the Youngstown State Penguins 55-41. It's Cleveland State basketball from
Why do so many businesses rely on the U.S. Postal Service? Because when they ship with us, their business becomes our business. That's why we make more e-commerce deliveries to homes than anyone else in the country. Here, there, everywhere. The United States Postal Service. Priority you.
39% in the second half. Battle of the boards, a +1 now to the Vikes, 33-32. 55-41 Cleveland State. It is Morse, Santiago, Haygood playing with 4 fouls. Donlin and Williams who's checked in for the Penguins. Cleveland State with Hairston, Word, Carpenter, and Edwards, with Danny Levitt at the free throw line. Danny this year 6 of 10 from the line, and this will be his first free throw taken in Horizon League play this year. Danny, a 3-point specialist, had a career high 18 points and a career high 6 3-pointers on Tuesday night in Detroit. Led the team with 18 points. First of 2 free throws here is up and in for Danny's first point today. 6'1" sophomore walk-on from Montreal. It's the exact kind of walk-on you love to have. He can give you something in the rotation with his shot as he makes the second free throw at the rim and backboard and went in. Danny, a hard worker as well. Cleveland State leaders by 16 now. 57-41, 7:42 to go. Santiago behind the back dribble to the right wing he goes. Double, throws it out top to Donlin. The Vikings are in that man-to-man. Back to Santiago against Levitt. Takes it out top, dribbles to the left wing, flips it to Morse. Guarded by Carpenter. Going to drive, going to float. Left-hand shot short. Edwards, the Viking board. Tried to outlet it, stripped, but Edwards got it back. Now it's a 5-on-3. Edwards to Carpenter. Corner right, Word. Open for 3. Up it goes, short. Word follows it up, gets his own board, put it up. Blocked by Donlin. Donlin comes out of there with it. Throws it in the front court to Williams. Stripped from behind by Levitt, but he's called for the reach. First foul on Danny Levitt, 8th against the Vikings with 7:12 to go. 57-41 CSU. To the line to my right, Raheem Williams, who's shooting 72% from the stripe this year. Williams today scoreless and a rebound in 5 minutes. So 1-1. Front end is up and in. It's the 8th team foul against Cleveland State. 57-42. That's YSU's first point in about 3 minutes. Both teams are 1 for their last 8 from the field. Second free throw is good. 57-43. Williams has 2. The Vikings have a 14-point lead. 7:08 to go. Front court Carpenter as the Vikings work to the basket to my left. He'll dribble it out top. He'll drive against Donlin. Stop on the left block. Throw it out to Edwards. Open from 17. Jumper from the left point. No good. Rebound. Donlin's got it as Word comes out of there flying. Into the front court it goes. Williams right corner. Throws it out to Santiago. A reset from mid-floor. Santiago walks it to the left wing. Dribbles to the right wing now. Double team. Bounce pass sideline right to Williams. Cross court to Morse from 25 for 3. It's short. Rebound Word for Cleveland State. They'll come right to left. 6:33 to go. Vikings 57. Penguins 43. Carpenter on the right wing. Carpenter 35 away. Comes around a pick. Guarded by Williams. Beats Haygood. Goes to the basket. But then Haygood comes back and blocks the shot. On a left-handed layup attempt by Carpenter. Good defense by Haygood, who was beaten initially on the help but didn't give up. Came back and blocked the shot out of bounds. Cleveland State ball with 16 to shoot. 57-43 Vikings. 6:23 left. Inbounds coming for Carpenter. Looking, gets it in. Edwards sideline left. Out top to Carpenter. 35 away. Walks it to the left wing. Donlin is marker with 8 on the shot clock. Kenny on the drive. Going to lean into Donlin. Throw it up. Glass rim. No good. Rebound Williams for Youngstown State. Outlet to Morse. Into the front court. Pass to Donlin. Right wing. Wants to get the 3 off. There it goes. It is long. Rebound deflected. Grabbed by Word. Vikings coming ahead. 14-point lead. 3-on-2. Throws it over to Kenny. Going to penetrate. Scored off the window. Carpenter his first 2. 59-43 Vikings in the backcourt. The ball went down. Levitt almost a steal. It came back to Haygood. Now we'll get it to Morse. Into the front court. Morse to the right wing against Hairston. Morse going to fade from 12 from the right side. No good. Rebound tip. Tipped again. Grabbed by Hairston. Outlet to Carpenter. Vikings come ahead. 59-43 leaders. 5:30 left. Carpenter Edwards down the lane. Going to turn and dribble out of there. Reset on the left wing. Throw it out to Carpenter. Straight away 35 feet. Man-to-man D for the Penguins. Calls for Edwards. Hands it off to him. Edwards at the top. Edwards guarded by Williams. Edwards killing some clock. 10 to shoot. On the drive by Williams, who bumps him. And he'll go back to the line. Foul on Williams is his first. Youngstown State already over the 10-foul limit. And YSU has not scored a field goal now in the last 5 minutes and 12 seconds. And they're 0 for their last 6 on field goal attempts. Edwards today has made a living at the line. 10 for 12 on free throws. He has a game-high 19 points, 7 boards, and 2 assists. 2 free throws here. First one up, rim off. Pops out. Vikings as a team now, 17 of 21 from the stripe. Here's Flanagan back for Jamarcus Hairston, who sits down with 2 points and 2 rebounds. Donlin is out for Youngstown State, replaced by Braun Hartfield. 59-43 Vikings, 5:15 left. And now, Ray Perrone, the official, came over and said to Gary Waters that as Rob Edwards said something starting to get into it with the fans. There's some Youngstown State fans sitting directly across from me. I don't know if it was them or what. Edwards makes the next free throw. He has 20 points. He'll sit down for Cash Thomas. 5:15 left, 60-43. Gary Waters will chat with Rob. Youngstown State ball. They work left to right here in this first half. Here comes Santiago up the floor. Flips it on the left side to Williams, who will take it out top and send it to Cameron Morris, right wing. Against Word. Dribbles out top, doubled with Flanagan. Turns, throws it to Haygood. Going down the lane, kabam! Nobody stepped in front of Haygood, and he went to the rack and flushed it for his first two. 60-45, Cleveland State. 4:52 left. Cash Thomas across the time stripe, guarded by Francisco Santiago. He'll get a pick from Flanagan. It's man-to-man D for Youngstown State. Crossover for Thomas. Kick out right wing Carpenter. Puts it on the hardwood, backs it up. Carpenter goes to work. It's a pick from Flanagan. To the free throw line he goes. Kick out Thomas right wing. Bluffs the open three. Dribbles in. Bounce down low to Monte. Reverse layup. Blocked by Haygood, and he grabbed the rebound. Out to Santiago. YSU down by 15. Santiago going all the way to the rack. Going to force it up on the rim. No, but Flanagan came over and touched it in the cylinder. It's goaltender. Scored the basket for Santiago. His first 2 points today. To go with 5 assists and 4 rebounds. 60-47 Cleveland State with 4:23 left. Full court man-to-man. Inbounds to Word. Toss it back to Carpenter, who will bring it in. Cleveland State's had numerous guards in the last 2 years that can run the point. It's one of the advantages with the depth. You can have various guys in there, and at least one of them played some point guard in the last couple of years. Now Word, sideline right, down low Flanagan, spins in the lane on Haygood, left-handed shot, good, and fouled. DeMonte Flanagan, a strong move to the basket. Haygood disqualified with his 5th personal foul. 62-47, Cleveland State. Haygood's gone with 2 points, 3 boards. DeMonte Flanagan with that bucket has 10. They'll look for 11 at the line as Danny Levitt checks out with 2 points, replaced by Terrell Hales. Here comes Jorden Kaufman in for Haygood. Kaufman also has 4 fouls. 4:02 to go, 62-47 Cleveland State. Flanagan today, 2 of 2 at the stripe. Free throw for DeMonte is up, back iron and off, and Kaufman has the rebound for Youngstown State. That's his 11th. Over to Santiago, 3:55 left, Vikings by 15. Santiago front court left wing, sideline left pass to Morse. Morse dribbles out top. Morse sends it left wing to Santiago. Catch and shoot, 25-footer, he's short. Rebound, Hales picks it off, his 10th rebound today. That is a career high for Terrell Hales. Into the front court, Word, now Thomas right side. Cleveland State by 15 will kill some clock. 3:35 left. Thomas 40 away on the right wing. Working on Braun Hartfield. Gets around a Flanagan pick to the left. Send it right wing to Word. Word about 23 out. Down low Flanagan. Spin move, baseline. Up he goes. Kabam! DeMonte Flanagan coming alive late as a dozen. 64-47. Cleveland State their largest lead. Williams down low. Kaufman never got there. Intercepted by Flanagan on the steal. 16th turnover by Youngstown State today, while Cleveland State's committed only 6. Up to Thomas with 3 minutes left, and the Vikings leaders by 17. Thomas around the pick. Thomas on the drive. Thomas against Santiago. Gonna dish it. Down low Flanagan. Put it up. Blocked by Kaufman, but the rebound came to Thomas. Bounce it out to Word. Vikings will reset. Out to Carpenter on the center circle. Right sideline Thomas, 30 away. Taking some time. 2:45 to go. 20 to shoot. Vikings 64. Penguins 47. Thomas dribbling about 40 away on the right wing against Santiago. Still dribbling. Still dribbling. Going to work now. Around the Flanagan pick. Throws it to DeMonte right wing. He'll try the 3. Got it. All net DeMonte on senior day. He's got 15. Cleveland State leaders by 20. 67-47 with 2:20 left. Santiago in the front court. Over to Hartfield. Hand the ball off to Morse. Behind the back dribble. Send it down low. No look pass. And a nice one to Williams, who finishes with a layup as he scores it off the glass. Williams with 4. Good pass from Cameron Morse. 67-49 CSU with 2 minutes to go. Kenny Carpenter working Morse. Will take it across the timeline. Finally a foul call on Morse, who bumped him. Foul on Morse is his first. Kenny Carpenter, a couple of free throws when we come back. Our final full timeout of the game. We'll take it here with 1:59 to go. Our score, Cleveland State 67, Youngstown State 49. This is Cleveland State basketball from Learfield.
Look closely. Hidden in every swing, every chip, and every putt is data that can make the difference between winning and losing. The Microsoft Cloud helps the PGA Tour turn countless points of data into insights that transform their business and will enhance the game for players and fans.
The Microsoft Cloud turns information into insight.
I would like to send my son to get in front of this election.
All you gotta do is bring a bag of money from A to B. That's it.
It's never easy like that.
I'm a stranger.
Money, Luxembourg, Iran.
In a land.
There's a woman in Europe investigating this incident that John's connected to.
He's okay.
Marty is a very intelligent pre-half and post-game guy. That's why we have him here. He'll host the post-game show for you in a couple of minutes. Before the game, his stats of the day were when the opponent scores 70 or more. When they score 70 or more, Cleveland State is just 1 in 15. When they score 70 or less, 7 in 6. Excellent stat. And when Cleveland State leads with 5 minutes left, they're 7 in 3. They're just 1 in 18 when they trail with 5 minutes left. They've led the entire second half, and they are going to hold Youngstown State below 70. As Carpenter has 2 free throws and misses the first one. Ed, you were right on it again. Fred, you can make a comment.
Yeah, now I can talk. Yeah.
Don't forget to join Ed for the post-game
show. Yes, we'll have that for you on Senior Day. As Flanagan checks out, Al, after 4 years here.
Round of applause as DeMonte still has the Horizon League tournament. Kenny Carpenter misses the second free throw. And the rebound's Jeremiah Ferguson for YSU, his first action of the day. He'll get the ball to Williams in the front court to Latin Davis, left wing. Vikings in the man-to-man. Throw it on the right side. Ferguson against Levitt, who's checked back in. Ferguson will drive baseline. Throw left corner to an open Hartfield for 3, and he drains it. Triple for Hartfield. He's got 8. 67-52 with 1:30 left. Carpenter, Maxwell, Jabri Blunt in for the first time today. Levitt and Hales for Cleveland State. Donlin, Hartfield, Ferguson, Davis, and Williams for the Penguins. Carpenter dribbling on the left wing, and Ron Hartfield letting him do it. He's out about 30 feet or so. Shot clock is down to 11. Game clock at 1:12. 67-52. Kenny goes to work, pulls up for the jumper. 17 straight away, no good. Hales another rebound. His career high 11th. His former career high was 7. So Terrell hasn't scored today, but he's contributed on the glass, to say the least. Those 11 rebounds lead the Vikings and also lead everybody for the game. Now Carpenter right wing, just holding the ball. 67-52 Vikings, 48 seconds to go. Carpenter around a Blunt pick to the top. Carpenter backs it up, 5 to shoot. Carpenter going to work on Donlin, drives in, ball stolen by Ferguson, flying the other way. Hales trying to catch up to him, did. Ferguson, though, collects himself under the basket, scores, and fouled by Danny Levitt. Count the basket, Levitt picks up his second personal. 67-54 with 35.5 seconds to go. Foul on Hartfield, or team foul was number 9 of the second half for the Vikings. Ferguson to the line to the right. This year shooting 6 of 12 from the line. Free throw is up and in. He converts the 3-point play to make it a little closer. The Vikings are going to win this one here today. They will clinch the 8th seed in the Horizon League tournament. 67-55, 28 seconds left. Maxwell in the front court against Jeremiah Ferguson, dribbling straight away. And Ferguson letting him do so. Vikings are spread out here. Maxwell still dribbling, 10 to shoot. Maxwell on the drive. Maxwell to the bucket, put it up and in. He scored the layup, his first 2. 69-55, 13 seconds left, and Hales makes a steal off the inbound. And that'll do it as he tosses it to Maxwell, who'll hold the ball with 5 seconds to go. And the players are beginning to walk off the court, and here comes the horn. Game over. Final score, Cleveland State 69, Youngstown State 55. With the win, Cleveland State finishes the regular season at 9-21, 5-13 in the Horizon League, and they clinch the 8th seed for the Horizon League tournament. With the loss, YSU falls to 11-20, 5-13 to close out their regular season. They will be either the 9 or the 10 seed in the HL tournament, probably the 9. Milwaukee has to play Oakland tomorrow. If Milwaukee wins, they would get the 9 seed, but that's a tall order, as Oakland still has a chance to overtake Valparaiso for the top seed in the Horizon League tournament. So it most likely on Friday night will be Cleveland State and Youngstown State at 8:30, 8 versus 9 in the opening round of the Horizon League tournament. This much we know for sure. Cleveland State has the 8 seed, and they will be playing at 8:30 on Friday night in Motown. That'll wrap up the play-by-play portion of today's broadcast. Stay tuned. The Vikings post-game wrap on 1420. WHK is next with Ed Doherty. Again, the final. Cleveland State 69, Youngstown State 55. This is Vikings basketball.